as somebody who endured a lot of this during the Iraq War years, especially from the right. But then I think a lot of people probably apologized to you. And like in the last 10 years, I'm curious, maybe you have more to say on that. But I just, from your lessons for people who are at risk of being like cancel cultures who then were reformed cancel culturers and now maybe will become cancel culturers once again. Why is it best to remain sometimes, Glenn, just chill and not make everything into a sort of issue where it's trench warfare?
Yeah, by the way, like multiple Fox News hosts, would
Yeah.
apologize to me like on the air, let alone privately. And I think that teaches an important lesson, which is sometimes if you are the target of this kind of very public recrimination and you really believe in the, righteousness of your view, stay there and stick to it because it's often the case that public opinion changes and then you feel good having kind of endured all of that in order to have staked out your position. I think the important point that you raise, the broader point, is that if everything is micro analyzed through some political or partisan or ideological prism, all we're going to do is create this very frightened, conformist, kind of like stagnant culture where everybody is petrified of saying anything. And this was always the problem with cancel culture for me. Obviously, the individual cases were
Mm,
bad, but the broader concern was it was teaching American citizens to be petrified to say what they think because the recriminations, even if they were just a private person, even if they were saying it in passing, even if they were just expressing a momentary thought on the internet, would have such profound consequences negatively for their lives that everybody just kind of concluded, you know what, I think it's just better to be quiet, which is really the climate of an autocracy or like a tyranny, where everybody just says, okay, I know that if I just stay quiet, I know if I remain apolitical and acquiescent and kind of passive, nothing bad's going to happen to me. So that's the choice. And that's not a culture we want to foster. And I think that that is exactly what's happening with public people, who might want to express themselves artistically or personally or in any other way, let alone politically. They just think it's not worth it because of the hell that's unleashed on them in their lives. And the alternative is just this very staid, vapid culture where everyone wants to just say whatever they have to say to get along.